Alright guys, how's it going? Do you know what? I've not even made it to my desk yet. Spent most of the morning drinking tea and coffee and reading your comments. This is going to be my last cup of tea and then I must go to my desk. I'm going to record a podcast, I think. Some of the comments, man. 2 comments. People that left comments. Hang on, let me rephrase that. People that used to be able to leave comments on here. One of them said, or labelled me anti-Asian. How the fuck can you be anti-Asian? Have you seen them birds out there? I've been to Thailand twice. Whew, fucking hell. And I tell you what, the people out there in Thailand are the nicest people in the fucking world I've ever met. It's true. Really, really good people. Not just the chicks either, the fellas. But I know what you're thinking. But I think they call it the land of smiles, though. And it's true, everyone's smiling. Lovely people, really nice people. So I'm not quite sure how you can label me anti-Asian, for goodness sake. And somebody else said about the way I pronounce names and things like that. People that have been around these parts for a long time know I can't pronounce names. That's because I don't pay attention. And also I have a memory like a sieve. And it's like a long running joke, with people. They know that. They laugh, they try and help me. It's good. It's just, we're like a family around these parts. And then every now and then the odd stranger comes in. And this stranger came in today and left a comment and said, and he had an issue. He had an issue because I call coffee coffee. He's even got to make that, pronounce it like that. That's to do with a long running joke that I used to have with an American girl. She, you know what I mean? I used to say, I'm going to go and get coffee. You know what I'm saying? Why is there a big... Oh, dear. Anyway, we got rid of them guys. We got rid of them. Have I got shite in my eyes still? Anyway. Before we get on to what I want to talk to you about, I saw this tweet put out by someone associated to the Echo or that setup. And they've wrote an article about Wataru Endo, all right? Not read the article, but the little bit of blurb that they've put with the tweet says, Wataru Endo wasn't a player on most people's radar, but his profile looks relatively promising. As a short-term, inexpensive fix until someone else comes available who is what LFC want, it might work. This isn't digging at that lad, but that's the kind of guff that we've heard for a long time. We've brought in players before, until whoever becomes available or whoever Liverpool want. Every player in the world is available. Every player. It's what you are willing to pay. And if you're willing to, be ambitious and go all in on these players. So I fully support, the positivity around that deal and everything. But I can understand when supporters get a little bit upset or a bit downhearted, and I think that plays into guff. I really do. A short-term, inexpensive fix until someone else comes available who is what Liverpool want. It might work, right? It might work. Great. Let's hope it does work. But why do we have to have short-term, inexpensive fixes? Why can't we have a long-term, expensive, fix? It doesn't have to be expensive, but I don't know. Look, I can go and buy a second-hand car, right, which will do the same job as a brand new Mercedes, right? But one of them is going to be 9 times out of 10 more reliable and more efficient than the other one. In life, they say you only get what you pay for. You know what I mean? There are exceptions to that, of course. And again, I don't want it to make it sound like we're being anti-Asian or anything. Fuck, how can anybody even say that? But I just think that's the usual guff, Then I want us to believe that, maybe it's a short-term, inexpensive fix until someone else becomes available. They're all available. There's plenty of fucking players available. Pay the money. It's just that simple, isn't it? You're gonna have to excuse me a minute. I need to get some milk. Well, it's not real milk. It's got very little carbs in this one. So we're going to talk about, can I move that without the camera falling? Yes. We're going to talk about something away from transfers for a moment, which is probably a good thing. So I need a break from it. It's doing amazing. If I can find it. Oh God. Here we go. So I've got a message off Steve. I haven't replied to Steve yet, but I will do. He said, chaos at the ground, Subby's walk-off site not hit news yet. And he says, stadium builder Buckingham files notice to appoint administrator. 655 million turnover firm, pounds that is working on Liverpool's Anfield expansion. Buckingham Group Contracting has filed a notice of administration with the High Court, giving it 10 days to keep creditors at bay. This is dated 17th of August, which is today. I had no idea. The 36-year-old firm, which reported turnover of £665 million in its most recent results and is well known for its stadium work, filed a notice yesterday represented by law firm Hughes Percival. I suppose I'm anti-law firms as well now because I can't pronounce that. It comes just weeks after the departure of Group Managing Director Ian McSeveny, who resigned citing long-term health issues after 17 years at the company. In accounts filed at Companies House just before last Christmas, the firm admitted it had racked up a £14.2 million loss on a stadium contract, on which now a bus subcontractor and a client kept changing its mind. Problems on the unnamed job, thought to be its scheme to build a new stand at Fulham's Craven Cottage ground, brought in an end to 5 successive years of profit. And it goes on and on and on. Buckingham, which employs roughly 600 staff, has also been at work on adding a new £80 million tier onto a stand at Liverpool Football Club's Anfield Stadium. The scheme had been due to complete this month in time for the start of the new Premier League season. Liverpool's first home game against Bournemouth takes place this weekend. However, now only the existing upper tier will open. And as reported previously, the club is now eyeing an October opening, though it is unclear what impact the possible administration of Buckingham will have on the job. And I'll go back to the original comment that Steve said to me, and he said there's chaos at the ground, Subby's walk-off site. It's not hit the news yet, so just bringing that to your attention. I don't know anything about it at all other than what I've just read to you guys. So I just thought we'd bring something. Can't remember if I put sweetener in there now. No, I didn't. Oh, that is disgusting, that. That must be that milk. That's better. Crank the flange. If you don't do Saturday night streaming on here, you won't understand what that's about. And that's all right. So I just thought I'd mention that to you guys. All right, I'm going to reply to Steve, the lad that's just sent this information to me, and we'll see what goes from there. So, okay, that's it. It's 1:30 in the afternoon here. I've done literally nothing today. Oh, it's so hot. But some days you've got to be like that, right? Some days you've got to be like that. I'm really tired. I'm going to go and sit back outside again. And then I will go to my desk and I will record a Cop Talk podcast episode today. Definitely. It does get uploaded to here, so you can listen to it on here. But if you've got a podcast app or anything like that, just search Liverpool FC Cop Talk. I'm sure it's just going to be the same stuff you've heard on here. But I've not done many episodes recently, to be honest with you, because it just hasn't got the same flow as usual during the transfer window, because there's so many rumours and nonsense circulating that. I won't produce content, videos, podcasts, anything, just for the sake of it. Do you know what I mean? Like a lot of these people that, do these kind of things. They want to discuss every single rumour every day, even if they know there's no truth in it, just because it generates revenue for them. You know what I mean? And I prefer to only put stuff out when I think there's something worth talking about, or when it needs to be addressed. So I don't know what you think about this stadium situation. I don't know if that's going to, if we're going to get to see something a little bit more serious with that. I honestly don't know. But I thought I'd bring it to your attention anyway. It's a little bit different from the drama considering transfers and things like that. I'm going to go and try and wake up. I'm going to go and finish this cuppa. I'll do the podcast and we'll take it from there, guys. All right. If you appreciate the video, please thumbs up and leave a comment. Thanks, guys.